Okay, so what I wanted to do today was make a short video because every so often I get asked by customers of mine what's the best prescription drug plan for certain medications, particularly some of the more expensive medications. In this case, I wanted to do this for one of the more expensive insulins out there called Apidra. So right here we're at the Medicare.gov website, and what you'll want to do is right here you'll see this green button that says Find Health and Drug Plans. You'll want to click on that, and then on this page right here in this top box you'll want to enter your zip code. I'm going to enter one of the local zip codes here, and on this next page you'll want to select which option most matches your particular situation. If you're new to Medicare and you just have original Parts A and Part B, you'll go with this top option here, and then you also have to make the selection down here at this bottom section. Again, you'll want to go with what matches up with your particular situation. So I'm going to select right here where it says I don't get extra help, and we're going to click continue to plan results. And then now on this page, this is where you're going to enter in the name of your prescription. In this case, we're going to be entering in the name Apidra. And then based on which version you're taking, if you're taking the regular Apidra or if you're taking the Apidra Star, you make your selection. I'm going to just go with the top option here. And then this little window pops up showing there's only one option for the dosage. Same thing for the package, only the 10 milliliter vial is available. And then you're going to select the number of packages you get each month. If you're someone that does the mail order program where you typically would get a 3-month or a 90-day supply, you'd probably then go with this bottom option, and you want to change your frequency to every 3 months. But if you're doing it monthly, then these options here are what you would select. Now we click add drug and dosage. And here the medication has been added. We have the Apidra, the 100, the U-100, 100 milliliters per unit, I believe it is. Over here, you'll want to make note of the drug list ID. You want to record that information and save it somewhere, because what it does is it allows you at some point in the future, if you ever needed to come back to your list and retrieve the medications that you entered, you can retrieve that list by entering in the drug list ID as well as the password date. You'll need these two pieces of information. Alright, so if you do have other medications that you're taking, you can enter those as well. But right now I'm just going to leave Apidra there. I'm going to click the drug list is complete button. On this next screen here, it's going to show us the pharmacies that are within a half a mile of this zip code. If you see where the pharmacy that you go to is not here, what you'll want to do is click this little drop down window and expand the radius. As you see, as we've gone wider, now more options have become available to us. So let's go with one of these Walgreens here. Once it's been selected, you'll see it up top here, and you'll click this continue to plan results. And then we want to go with this option here, the top option. This is for just drug plans only. You do have the option over here on the left to select some of the different filtering options available. But very often, if you use too many of these options, these filters, it'll make your results very small. So I like to just leave these blank and just select the top checkbox here and click continue to plan results. And then here we have the plans. So now the way these results are presented, they're sorted based on lowest remainder of the year retail cost. You can't click on this drop down box here and it'll give you a couple different options as to how you can have these results sorted. If you're going to be doing the mail order program, you would select this bottom one here, and then here you have some of the other options, but most folks will want to go with the plan that's going to give you the lowest out-of-pocket cost for the remainder of the year. So we'll just leave the default order, the default option selected. And now what you want to pay attention to is whether or not your medication is on the formulary of these plans. So right here in this column, it tells you want to look right here where it says all your drugs are on formulary. It says no. And as you work your way down the list, it's looking like this medication, this Apidra, is not one that is readily covered by these drug plans, or the ones that are this first page of results. So up top here, it's showing you the top 10. So what we can do is we can click view all, and we can continue to scroll down, but keep in mind that again, these plans are listed in order of lowest, the one that'll give you the lowest out-of-pocket costs for the remainder of the year. So assuming it was covered and it did say yes here, the number you would then want to focus on next would be this figure right here, cost as of today. As you kind of work your way down the list, you'll see that cost will incrementally increase from plan to plan. So now we're at 3508, 3523, and so on, starting to get higher. So let's just continue looking down all of the results and just seeing if any of these plans have it on the list. I have to believe no, because if it did, it would have been towards the top of the list. But no, these are all saying no. So if they're all saying no, then let's just take a look here. This top plan, the Aetna Medicare RX Select, that's having the lowest cost of $3,416 for the year. Let's kind of go down a little bit more and just select another one just to kind of do a comparison. Let's look at, say, it's Blue Medicare Premier RX. And now we go back up to the top and we're going to click compare plans. Now when you're on this page, you want to make sure you're on this middle tab here that says drug cost and coverage. And what you'll see is that it has the three plans that we selected on the previous screen. It has them side by side so you can make a comparison. And it shows you up top here the premium, the monthly premium, whether or not the plan has an annual deductible, which all of these plans do. Come down a little bit more, it'll then show you the annual cost if you were to go to the pharmacy each month and get your prescription filled or refilled. And then right down here it shows you if they have a mail order program, what you'd be looking to spend for that as well. As you can see here, this middle plan, the one being offered by Aetna, this particular medication would not be available through the mail order program. So here we see what you would be paying for that Apidra on these 3 plans where it's not on the formulary. So $353 versus $341 versus $401. So out of the 3, clearly the plan being offered by Aetna does have the lowest cost, so $341.59 each month. And then it tells you down here it's not on the formulary. Has this little footnote here which says any amount you spend for a non-formulary drug is not counted toward the deductible, initial coverage limit, or out-of-pocket costs unless the plan approves a formulary exception. If an exception is approved, the non-formulary drug will be covered. The drug cost displayed is only an estimate, and actual cost may vary. Please contact the plan for more information. So a formulary exception is basically when you reach out to the plan would they would contact your doctor, and he'd have to fill out a form basically explaining why this is the best option for you to be taking, and that there are no less expensive prescriptions available. No other versions or any other competing prescriptions that are available to you, and that this is the best one for you, and this is why your doctor is specifically saying that they want you taking this medication. So let's assume that you're able to get that formulary exception done and the plan is able to get that medication covered for you. If your copay is still quite expensive, there are prescription assistance programs available for this particular medication. If that is something you would like some additional information on, what I suggest you do is get in contact with myself. You can use the link down below in the description box, and you can get in contact with my office and I can have that information sent over to you. Hopefully this information was helpful. Until next time, you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.